All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is actually the first live show that I've done in a little while here on Instagram, but I'm very excited to be here live. Thank you for joining me. It is December 1st. Oh my God, time flies. It seems like we just said Happy New Year before, but that's coming soon. Anyway, happy December. If you've just joined and this is your first time, I'm Michael from Happy English, and for today's live English lesson, I'm going to be talking about natural American English pronunciation. So let's get started. A lot of people, I teach. This is my classroom here in New York City. A lot of my students who come to New York and a lot of students who study English say, wow, Michael, I can't understand Americans. They talk too quickly. Well, I've thought about that a lot recently, and I think it's not, yeah, we do speak quickly, but everybody speaks quickly, right? Think about your language when you talk to your friends. Do you talk like this to them? No, of course not. So there's a speed. Yeah, there's a speed. And if you're studying English, you have to get used to that speed. But it's not the speed that's the problem, okay? The problem is that what English speakers, and especially us Americans, tend to do is squeeze the words together. All right, and so that's what we're going to practice today. So today's sentence is, I am going to go to the park. I am going to go to the park. I am going to go to the park. It's a very, very basic sentence, but when we pronounce this sentence in a natural way, it sounds like this. I'm going to go to the park. 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 What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. So, how do we get from I am going to go to the park from here to here? I'm going to go to the park. I am going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. Okay, so let's figure out how we get here. The first thing is I'm. I am. I'm. If you pronounce I am, the sound I stops. I am. Hello, Poland. Greetings. I am. Okay, I'll say hello to everybody later. I don't want to stop the flow. So, thank you for saying hello. I am. If you say I am, there's a stop in the sound, and that's the key point, all right? That's the secret, but it's not a secret. I am, there's a stop, and Americans don't like when there's a stop between the words and between the sounds. If you play a musical instrument like the piano, you know when you press the pedal on the piano, the sound goes to right? The sound continues, and that's what we like. So, I am really sounds like um, um, okay? And the ah sound, it's an ah sound. Ah, 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 um, um. I'm ready. Hey, are you ready? I'm ready. We wouldn't say I am ready or I'm ready. It's very tight in your throat. So we say I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I am sounds like ah, um. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you happy? I'm happy. Um. Um. I am is Okay, so um. Next is going to. Going to. Now, I'm sure that in school or in your English class or, on the hundreds of thousands of English learning YouTube videos, you've probably learned that going to is pronounced as gonna, gonna. But did anybody ever tell you why or how? So, going to. Try that. Going to. The G at the end of going and the T at the beginning of to causes a stop in the sound. Going to is silence. Going to. It's impossible to say going to without stopping. And as I said before, us Americans don't like stopping in between words. So to often to is often pronounced as ta. Ta. Go to work. Go to the park. Ta. So we drop the T and we just have a. So we drop the G and we just have going, going up, and then go in a, gonna. So that's how going to becomes gonna. All right, so we've got I am, going to, gonna. So we get I'm gonna. I'm gonna. I'm gonna. All right, next up is go to. Go to. I'm gonna go to the park. So go to. The T at the beginning of to is pronounced as a D. We do that a lot in American English. For example, the word battery. Your phone has a battery. Well, we don't say battery. We pronounce the T as a D. Battery, battery. Go to, go do, go do. But the oo sound of to, oo, also has a stop. We don't like the stop. So what do? We just say duh, duh. Go to the store. Go to the park. Go to, go to. And if you saw my YouTube channel, you saw our little friend from Star Wars, Yoda. Yoda, Goda. Yoda, Goda, Goda. Go to is pronounced as Goda. So we have, if I get these cards right, okay. I am, gonna, going to gonna, Goda, I'm gonna go to the park. So that's how we get from I am going to go to the park to I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the. I'm going to go to the. I'm going to go to the. There's a rhythm in English that's really important for you to master if you want to speak naturally like an American. So, I'm gonna go to the. 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 Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to the park. 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 I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to the beach. 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 You try that. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm gonna go to the station. I'm gonna go to the station. I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna go to the park. Okay, so that again is how we get from I am going to go to the park, from there to how Americans and native English speakers usually pronounce that, which is I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna go to the park. All right, so that is that's today's point. I've done a lot of videos on YouTube recently about pronunciation like this because I think it's an important topic and I think it's an important study that you need to do if you want to improve your pronunciation skills and your listening skills. This is only half about pronunciation. This is really about listening to. Because if you hear someone or you hear someone speaking and they say, oh, you say, hey, what are you, to your coworker or your friend, hey, what are you going to do tomorrow? Right? And they say, oh, I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go to the park. What? It doesn't even sound like English. I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to. I'm going to. Maybe you're expecting sounds like arm. Arm. Arm, gonna, I'm gonna, arm, gonna. So, but that's how Americans speak. That's how native English speakers speak. So, for you, if you like the grammar words or the English, if you're an English teacher, this is called liaison. This is called linking sounds, liaison. But I just call it how we speak. So I'm gonna go to the park. That's the key phrase for today's lesson. And one last point, I always tell my students this: you don't have to speak this way. You don't have to. You could say to your friends, oh, this weekend, I am going to go to the park. You could say that and everyone would understand you. Of course, if you speak this way, you'll sound more natural. So it's not so important that you speak this way. However, it's really important that you understand when native speakers speak to you and speak this way. So the listening is really, really key. So that's it. That's the end of today's live English lesson here on Instagram. Thank you for joining me. This is only on Instagram, and I'm going to be doing this every Friday at the same time. So that's Friday at 9 a.m. in New York. That's about 3 p.m. in Europe. That's about 5 p.m. in the Middle East, and about 11 p.m. in Asia, in Seoul, Taipei, and in Tokyo. So if you can join me next time, please do. Thank you so much for everyone for joining today. That was really great. I really appreciate that you could come here. And thank you to Noriko from Noriko on Instagram. She's at happy_piton. She just did a live presentation about reading aloud. That's her every Friday. You can catch that at 8:15 a.m. New York and 10:15 p.m. Japan time every Friday. That's it. I'll see you through the week with different posts here, and see you live next time. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I really, really appreciate that. I know that this is a little bit of a difficult topic to hear, but you've got to keep practicing and you've got to keep at it. And if you keep going, you'll do that. So that's it. I'm Michael here from Happy English. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again right here at Happy English. Bye, guys.